welcome to Unprofessional Movie Reviews. First one of 2019.
19, yeah. We've been gone for 3 years.
2017. First one since we started 2017. And we haven't done one in a while. We didn't review Rogue One.
No.
Did you like Rogue One?
Yeah.
I liked Rogue One. I have problems with the script. Lots of problems.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't get, I think if we reviewed it, I'd probably be around 6.5 for it. Because of the script I really didn't like. But overarching story, Vader, music, loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Totally
script.
spoiled that Vader bit, though.
I said Vader's in it. That's in the trailers. That Vader's in it.
Is it?
Not the Vader bit. I didn't say Vader's.
Okay.
I didn't say specifically.
We also went to see the 25th anniversary, or 20th anniversary? 20th?
20th anniversary of
Princess
Mononoke
in theaters.
That was awesome.
It was so dope.
From what I stayed awake for, I was super tired.
It was so cool.
Yeah, no, seeing old Ghibli, 20 years old, on the big screen.
One of the
was,
last fully hand-drawn movies.
Now think, that came out like the same year as Toy Story.
Yeah.
That's nuts! In 1997?
No, Toy Story is 95.
Then 2 years after
Yeah.
Toy Story. That's nuts! Anyways, because it feels like it came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know,
And it might have,
so gorgeous.
it might have had some computer-animated elements, but...
I think it's all 100%.
Really?
Yeah. Because I think
the
that's...
tentacles?
Yeah, I
Tentacles
still
didn't look
think...
good to me.
Oh, well, who knows? But that's not what we're here for. We're here to review La La Land. You didn't see the back video? Because that's where my
No,
spell
I
is.
didn't see it.
Okay. La La Land. And... Shit. I didn't grab sunglasses so they won't see me on my phone.
But there's people in it. There's Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling and a brief cameo by J.K. Sims.
Yep.
John Legend's in it.
John Legend. A couple other people.
Yeah.
Nobody
Nobody I know, really.
Okay, so the way that we like to do this is I'm going to look down and get the IMDb open so we don't fuck people's names up because I like to be respectable. And specifically because I want to know at least 2 names right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to give a small synopsis. We're going to talk about there we go. We're going to talk about our positives of it, our negatives of it, and we're going to give you a 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to do it. So, I'll do it. I'll do the synopsis.
All right.
This was a love letter to old Hollywood and Hollywood itself, and that's essentially what it's about. A struggling actress and a struggling jazz musician trying to make it in Hollywood, but it is jazz pianist. And they're trying to make it in Hollywood, and it's a musical, and it's not about that story at all. It's not really about trying to make it in Hollywood. It is about Hollywood trying to save yourself, try not to sell out, blah, 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 blah. You've seen it before. This is not an original movie. And there you go. Let's rock into positives. And I know you've got at least one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Positives, go.
The cinematography for this movie is amazing.
Fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous movie.
Yeah. There's a lot of one-shots that are really cool.
And what's interesting about one-shots is, you know I'm a sucker for tracking shots, a huge sucker for tracking shots, but a tracking shot's one thing. Like following Michael Keaton down a hallway as Zach Galifianakis talks at him, sure. But when you got people, like, jumping, doing flips off of cars in, like...
I don't even know how they shot the opening sequence.
Well, there was 2 shots. I know it was 2 shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At one...
Really smooth overlap?
Yep, they did it. They did a flip over the crowd.
Whip pan.
They did a whip pan. 1. So the opening song, which I will get into the opening song, because it's in one of my positives. I'll get into it soon. Yeah, it was 2 shots, but yeah, these were very impressive because you had an ensemble dancing like at the opening of a Broadway show, all in one shot on a freeway. Super impressive that they didn't fucking leave that up, and they would have to start out one extra like tripping. They would have to start the whole like 4-minute shot over. It's cool. Keep going. If that's
lots of colors, really pretty colors.
Okay.
That kind of blends into the cinematography a bit, but there's a couple different color motifs that they do where there's like an accent color for this is blue, an accent color for this is red.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
for like the entire screen, there's a red palette going over the entire screen. It's kind of like Hero. Did you ever see Hero?
Yeah.
Really good kung fu movie that has color motifs.
Super good one. Actually.
It's a very episodic movie divided into like 4 parts.
And so is this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then another thing, what you're saying about color, I actually like their use of color because, hey, what you're paying attention to is now in green. Hey, what you're paying attention to is now in this. Not only that, but like, hey, we're going to have a bunch of really skinny Hollywood girls go to a club and they're all wearing solid colors so you know which one is which. Main character's always wearing this one now. Like, I'm glad I didn't like that. It didn't seem too cheesy, and I will get into cheese.
It's very old Hollywood to do that. Too.
Yes. Now, you can I throw in one? Do some positives?
Go ahead.
Okay, my first positive, Damien Chazelle. Damien Chazelle?
Yeah.
Damien Chazelle directed Whiplash. Whiplash was about jazz. This is about jazz. We get it, Damien Chazelle. You love jazz. Good job. But now, about Love Letter to Old Hollywood, that is my biggest positive because this movie is cheesy. It is super, super cheesy. Old Hollywood is cheesy. And I've never said cheese is a positive. But when you're actually using it, when your cheese is a thing that you're trying to do, I think that they used that instrument, which is usually negative, as a positive, which I thought was cool. And that's actually my biggest thing about it was there's a sequence that's in the trailers where they're literally dancing on the stars. If this was in any other movie, I'd be like, that is fucking retarded. But the fact that that's what they were going for, you would see that in a 40s, 50s old movie. I think they pulled it off. And that's probably one thing you might disagree with, but I think they pulled that off. Now, that's kind of my biggest positive was them taking this, trying to make it a Hollywood, very classic thing, and them slapping 2016 onto it, and it being very self-aware at the same time, where the opening fucking song is this big, bubbly opening song, but it's done on a bumper-to-bumper fucking traffic jam. On the 405. Which is so, like, I loved it. I thought and it's really on the nose, and that might be a negative. A lot of this movie is super on the nose. But I liked it. I liked that Love Letter to Hollywood.
I will say that the performances were good. I hate Emma Stone, but I will say...
Not the biggest fan.
I will say that both she and Ryan Gosling did a good job of making their two-dimensional characters less two-dimensional.
They
had a lot going on behind the eyes. They were clearly, like, involved in their characters, and their characters were actual people. So,
yeah. There's a lot of just scenes you can pick out of this that if you showed me just that scene, I'd be like, holy crap. Specifically, like, there's a scene where they're trying to beat into the head how hard it is to make it as an actress, and where she just is, like, totally killing, in my opinion, this audition, as, like, people are just not giving any fucks. And it's like, I really like that scene. Too bad that was half the movie, but I didn't really like that one scene where it's like, she just kind of nailed it. Like, she's on the phone and she comes to these really slow tears, something I cannot do as an actor, and then you just see it, like, a fucking extra to whoever she's auditioning to in the background, like, hey, did you want sprinkles on this donut?
No.
Yeah, like, if I was in her position, I would have killed myself after that. Like, that was such because she nailed it, and they're like, oh, thanks, you can leave. Do you want my number? Yeah, whatever, Emma Rock? All right, bye. You know? And I liked a lot of those little things.
Yeah.
I'm going to say overall, I really enjoyed it. I went with my lady. She really liked it. I believe your lady really liked it. I think that this movie is exactly what the Oscars wants right now, and the biggest difference between me and you is, unless you got another positive, we can segue into negatives now.
I've got a quick one.
Oh, then throw in some positives.
All right, I want to talk quickly about the dancing.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling was good, and the tap number was good.
Oh, yeah. Tap number made it. It was good.
Yeah. Also, I was talking about the comedic timing. Ryan Gosling had a really good comedic timing.
What's with him and jump surprises?
Yeah.
There are like 3 of them.
Getting scared. I'm looking forward to seeing how people can make him not eat his cereal in this movie. Yeah. Ryan Gosling won't eat the cereal.
Yeah, okay, so about Oscar bait. Let's talk about Oscar bait super quick. I consume Oscar bait. And that was one of the biggest differences between me and you whenever we review something like this. Where if it's Oscar bait, I'm like, I loved it! And you're always like, hey, well, fizzle.
Well,
and you're usually right.
For me, it smells shitty.
Yeah.
And I can smell it. I can smell Oscar bait, and it smells like dog shit.
Now, on the other hand, I can smell Oscar bait. I don't mind eating dog shit, I guess. No, because when I walk into movies, like, what's a perfect Oscar bait? Selma.
American Sniper.
American Sniper. Well, that's a different story. But like, when I'm still going to eat Oscar bait when I know it's like, this is so clearly Oscar bait. Because they can still pull it off, and they can still not. I did not think that American Sniper pulled it off. It was clearly Oscar bait. I think Selma pulled it off. That was clearly Oscar bait. But of course, it has its own. Oscar bait has its own little genre.
I feel like biopics. I feel like biopics are exempt from Oscar bait category.
Really, I feel like half of Oscar bait's
even though fucking American Sniper is a biopic.
Yep. I mean, it's not
really
a famous
bad
person.
biopic.
Yeah, they took the least interesting part of him and made, because if Scorsese made American Sniper, it would be about after he got done with the war and he was dealing with PTSD and then helping people deal with PTSD, and one of the guys who was helping him deal with it shot him. That's what the movie would be about. Yeah, that's what the or DiCaprio, and the guy who shot him would be Tom Hardy. That's what the movie would have been about. But of course, Clint Eastwood's like, it's a war film. Is it? Okay. But anyways, we're not talking about American Sniper. We have before. But yeah, so okay. Let's move on.
All right.
Let's go into negatives.
I'm talking about the dancing again.
Talk about dancing.
Yeah, I said it was good. I kind of lied. The topography for the dancing is really awkward and weird. There was a shot they had of a whole bunch of people dancing, and there's one guy like kind of obscured by the side of the truck. And he's dancing in the background, and he's literally like, where my fingers are, this is where he is on camera, and the truck is like this, and he's like dancing and having a good time in the background, in this exact corner of the screen. And I'm like, what are you doing there?
They didn't like that guy, and they CG'd in the truck.
Yeah, basically. And the topography for the dancing, especially for that tap dance number I was talking about, they're like, we're going to dance over here, and we're going to go over here, we're going to go in a circle, and then we're going to go in a straight line, and then back, and then that's the end.
Now, that's again what I'm talking about, is Cheese is like old jazz singer musical shit did have that really like, no, I'm just going to do this.
No, it's shitty planning.
It is shitty planning.
You have to think about topography when you're choreographing a dance. I do musical theater. I know what I'm talking about.
And that's another thing. That's why I'm not ever going to...
It's a weak and like asymmetrical way to do it, and it's stupid. Also, Emma Stone needs to fucking stand up straight when she dances, and she needs to stop using her elbows so goddamn much.
So you're going to say Damien Chazelle cannot direct
a musical?
Okay.
Yeah. Also, make it a musical or don't.
I kept forgetting it was a musical, and I'm going to go with you on that. Is the drama scenes are drama scenes.
Yeah.
And the musical's musical. And then they kind of forget.
Also, 90% of the music's in the first act.
Yeah, and then there's
the sung music anyway. The sung music, 90% of it's in the first act.
But again,
at least plot relevant.
This guy being addicted to jazz, there is the director, and Ryan Gosling's character. There is music most.
Yeah.
And I actually I really like the jazz. And the way that actor described jazz, or that character described jazz, I was like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I forgot a positive, but it is tied in with a negative. I think the ending, just like Whiplash, it ends so amazingly strong, I think. That's me. I think the third act, the last 5 minutes, and you know what sequence I'm talking about. As soon as I walked out, I was like, yes!
And I think they could have cut before the time jump.
Okay. and it's after the time jump, so I'm talking about. But what I'm getting at is why this is a negative. And it's also a positive. Have a strong third act, have a strong ending. Just like Whiplash had a strong ending, this guy can end movies. But this is a very forgettable movie.
Oh, yeah.
This is an extremely... And that's my only negative. I'm going to be giving this pretty high. But it's the fact that I will not remember this movie next year. Yeah. And it's going to kill at the Oscars. It will. And I honestly think if artists can kill at the Oscars, this is a better artist. I think.
That's what Annie said.
Yeah, this is a better artist. An artist killed at the Oscars. An artist is extremely forgettable. this isn't going to be as forgettable, and at least it's a better fucking movie. I do not feel like I wasted money watching it, but I don't remember any of the songs. I cannot. It's a fucking musical. I can't hum anything right now. I watched it not even an hour ago. You can't do that. That's not good. I can sing Moana songs right after.
I can remember more of the music from Whiplash than this movie.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, so that's my now. Third act ends strong, and so as soon as you walk out of this movie, you're going to be like, yes! But 2 days later, it'll be out of your head.
Probably my biggest negative of the whole movie, though, is don't let Ryan Gosling or Emma Stone sing ever again.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling can't sing.
He sounds like a 10-year-old with a head cold.
Yeah, he
sings from, like, right here, and he sounds like he's got a stuffy nose.
He sounds like the lead singer from Modest Mouse, but he's not pulling off what the lead singer of Modest Mouse can pull off. Like, he's doing that, like, break my voice to do a high note, but Modest Mouse guy pulls it off.
He sings from right back here, and he sounds like he's got a plug nose.
Yeah.
Emma Stone, she whispers, and her lisp drove me absolutely fucking bonkers.
Yeah, there was one scene where, the one line where she just...
Yeah.
And I was like, what'd you just say? And that's another thing they didn't do it as much because, as we said, be musical or not be musical, and this wasn't a full-on musical, really, is they didn't sing much of the plot. And that kind of confused me because usually a musical is like, and now we're going to do this.
They're mood songs.
Yep, they're all mood songs. You don't actually have to pay attention to them.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Because you're supposed to learn, it's supposed to drive the plot. It's not supposed to be a break.
Yeah.
And that's what these were.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still okay with that because I like convinced myself right away, like, okay, this isn't a musical. It's a movie with songs. And I'm fine with that, but really don't call yourself a musical if you're gonna, like, not. This is just, they break into song. That's all it is. It's not like Rent, where you got it just plows through with plot
songs.
Now, one positive and a negative again is the first act of this movie moved like a freight train, and then it got stopped, and everybody got to fuck off, and Ryan Gosling went to sleep, and then he drove the train the rest of the way alone. Like, that's kind of like what it felt like, because I really was like, I'm loving the pacing of this, and then we hit the break before the 5-year break, and I was like,
mm-hmm.
And then it's like
when Ryan's character starts being a dick.
Yeah, when Ryan's character starts being a dick, and I didn't even mind his character, but of course we have to hate him now because he's selling out. I'm like, I would totally sell out.
I didn't see that. I just saw him taking something she said out of context and being offended by it and being a dick about that, which was really antithetical of his character.
Yeah.
And it just didn't make sense.
Here's another negative. You might not see this. And again, I'm giving this a positive because I really enjoyed what I just watched. But I do feel like sometimes the characters were characters, and I liked them. Sometimes they were, and I'm not going to take that away. I do actually enjoy the characters, but a lot of the scenes seemed like they were reading for the writer. It seemed like they weren't saying things as characters. They were just like, here's a social commentary on right now, and this is how people act about this. And it just, I don't know, it really seemed like just two people reading a script at each other, commenting on LA. And it didn't actually seem like two characters talking.
Right.
It was just like when they're arguing about how a bar used to be one thing and now it's a panini bar or whatever the fuck. And it's like, yeah, we get it, gentrification.
Yeah.
And two people aren't just going to be like, let's talk about gentrification, then wink at this camera.
Right.
People don't usually talk like that.
Yeah. And that's something I wanted to get into too, is that this movie is basically a 1963 Hollywood movie about Hollywood with smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you have to pick an era.
Yeah.
If you're going to have somebody being, like, archaic, you have to do it as that, like, it's that character being archaic. You can't make it everybody's archaic. And we all wear vintage clothes and use vintage cameras, and
we all want to be vintage, and we want old school this.
We watch vintage movies, and we talk about vintage music. We all do it. No.
Yeah.
No.
And I feel like the two main characters were supposed to be hipster poster childs, but I don't think the writer knows what a hipster is.
Well, it's not going to stop hipsters from eating the fuck out of this movie up.
No, they will eat this movie up. And I'm eating a lot of this
500
movie
Days of Summer.
well.
Just
Oh, yeah, I don't know about all that crap. But when I heard hipsters talking about 500 Days of Summer, we're totally kind of on the hipster side, at least I am. But I thought they meant Wet Hot American Summer because I forgot what it was called. I'm like, people are finally watching that? I love that movie. And they're like, what? The one with whatever, Joseph Gordon-Levitt? I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one with Stella.
And Andy and I were talking about it. We were like, if this movie was made 5-6 years ago, Zooey Deschanel would have been Emma Stone's character.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
And it probably Joseph Gordon-Levitt would probably be the main character too.
Not 5-6 years ago.
Oh yeah, he's now.
No, 5-6 years ago. Let's see. It would have been
Bradley Cooper.
Maybe. No, it might. No, it still would have been Ryan Gosling, I think.
Yeah, I know you're right.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling's been this guy for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
Okay. As I said before, I did enjoy this a lot. Now back on what you were saying with the choose a decade. You're right on a lot of it, but I feel like what I was then saying about the 1960s opening number, but in a traffic jam, I felt like that's when that choose a decade works for them. But then all the other things.
So many of them had vintage cars, though.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay, you got the
And
point.
they were all wearing vintage clothes, almost.
Most
all
of them
were wearing vintage clothes.
Do everyone in LA when they go to parties, do they dress up like it's prom?
Right.
Maybe it's a thing. I don't know. I don't live in LA. Maybe that's a thing. But
right,
yeah,
we're running out of time.
We are running out of time. I did really like this movie, and he's gonna blow his gourd when I tell you. It's not gonna get a perfect because it loses a lot for me, but I did really enjoy it. But the forgettability is what knocked it down. I'm giving it 7 out of 10 love letters. I really enjoyed this movie, and I'm going to buy it. I might not ever watch it again because I don't know if it has rewatchability, but I did like it. 7 out of 10 love letters. Go ahead.
Well, we can give it a perfect 10 out of 10 because I gave it 3 out of 10. Everybody's dreams come true. By the way, if your sole goal as an actor is to become famous, you do not deserve your dreams. Fact. You'll probably still get it if you're a douchebag because that's just how the universe works. Some people get through, some people don't. But if that's your dream, fuck you. You don't deserve it. If your dreams are that shallow...
No, because you nailed it, too. You nailed it on the head. Hey, don't break our computer. All right, I'm sticking by my number, but I understand his number.
It sucked. I hated it. Hated it. This movie, I wanted to give it a 0, but I had to give it a 3 for the cinematography and the tap number. And the music.
I wanted to really like it, but a lot of it was vapid as fuck.
I wanted to like it walking into it. I really did. I thought it looked great.
Yeah.
And then it just became a piece of shit.
Okay, so a review that you should watch that we did, the first review ever, Whiplash. It was me. It was back when he was Taylor and not Billy, and back when we had a different editor who had a bunch of sound effects into it. It's our first one more than 2 years ago. What? Still no one's watching. I'll put that down.
Yeah. We haven't reviewed any musicals, so I don't want to recommend anything. Maybe Moana. Watch our Moana review. It's kind of recent.
Yeah, that's... Actually, I think that might be our last one.
Yeah?
One of our last ones.
Alright, fine. Watch our Moana
Watch our Moana review. Alright, bye!
review.